What up? Welcome to Debatable Decisions Podcast, champ.
Thank you.
So, for those that don't know, this is my blood, Spank Dollas from Southside Jamaica, Queens. What's up, champ?
Regular day, man. Regular day.
You know what's crazy? You can be partly responsible for me being in this podcast space.
Oh yeah.
Yes, huh? So when I first came home, I was home about a year or two, and I started managing CB. And you like, yo, bring him up to the show. I'm like, what show? Word on
Oh,
the
you
street.
right. You right.
Word on the street radio. I was like, okay, I'm on my way. We get up there. Y'all had the whole set. You really reminded me of that Howard Stern vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you introducing me to that world because before then, I ain't know nothing about a podcast. I didn't even think we can do it, though. But what up?
I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Your man.
CB.
I actually liked that. I actually liked that kid a lot too, man. He's very talented.
Yeah, no question.
Word. Very talented. I wanted to see more of that dude.
Yeah, he on the low right now. He probably pop out this summer and do something. That's how I usually do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a voice to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got ears. So this is definitely your platform. I like what you're doing. I've been paying attention to it for the last few months now, and I'm definitely want to just say congratulations to you.
Thank
You know
you,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Thank you, sir.
For definitely doing something positive. I mean, you've always done something positive, but this right here is like something. When you do podcasts, it's like it's not for yourself; it's for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Just,
definitely.
just trying to grind, trying to learn something new so we don't go backwards. You feel me?
Of course.
Yeah, so, it's crazy. I remember them late nights, like, your brother would tell me, yo, come out to Queens. I'd be like, all right, I'm coming. I remember one night, me, Keith, and Mo. You remember my man Mo?
You know what? I don't really probably if I see his face, but I know Keith for sure.
Yeah, all right, so me, Keith, Mo, we shoot out there. You know that Q7 ride. Right there, get it
Yeah.
at Grant Avenue. Last stop on the
Uh huh.
Q7, Grant Avenue. We get on that Q7, bring it all the way out to you. You know that joint start running after a while.
Yeah, that Green Lines back in the day.
It,
That's private
yeah,
bus company.
yeah. So it starts snowing. Q7 ain't coming. So we like, yo, let's go to Ty crib. We can at least chill there until we can figure it out. We knock on Ty window. You know Ty wet let us inside?
Get the fuck.
I'm talking, no, it's snowing. It's snowing outside, champ. He talking about my
Wh- wh-
grandma's. He talking about,
Where was we at on the boulevard or always in the back blocks?
nah, y'all was on Rockaway. I mean, on 150th across the street from the basketball course. With the pool in
Yeah.
the
Back streets.
background.
All right, cool.
Yeah, with the pool in the backyard and all that.
Yeah, well, maybe they couldn't have no company.
Me though, son. Me? I'm your cousin. I'm blood. Like, let me.
Wait, I'll
And it's
probably. Why you
Keith.
just knock on the front door?
Cause I went to his window. He was in his window. So we went to the window like, yo, what up? Like, oh nah, God. Nah, God. I can't have no company, God.
It's like
Oh
Queens
man.
niggas. Nah, God. Nah,
Yeah,
God.
that's how Queens niggas be. Word up. I remember you let me ride the four-wheeler, and I never took it out of first.
You was probably about to kill that shit.
That was my first time ever riding. He was like, for real? I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
man,
son, that was the first time.
I let a few people ride. I let a few of my mans ride my four wheeler that I just let them ride on the strength, knowing that anything could have went wrong. Like I wouldn't
Yeah,
do that no more. People gotta take pride in their shit. A lot of people get gifts as kids, and they just let all their friends just take turns on it. Like that shit ain't right.
yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. So how did
It's
you get it?
definitely not.
How did you get into the podcast slash variety show space? And
Well,
why did you stop? Well, first of all, before we get into how did you get into it, why did you stop? Because I ain't seen y'all in a while.
well,
Shout out to your
the reason,
co-host.
yeah. So the podcast was definitely me and my man, Just Benedon. You know, we was. It wasn't just a business relationship. You know what I'm saying? We was friends for 20 plus years.
Right.
But to answer your question, the first one on why we stopped is it was basically like the location. Like I moved out to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we was from Queens, and our studio was in Long Island, right? As you
South
saw.
side.
Which wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? From Queens to Long Island, that was like a nice little 25-minute ride. You know what I'm saying? It was smooth. But what happened was I had moved out to Jersey, and I was still commuting back, which was way further. It was like now I'm like a 2-hour commute, hour and a half, and I was still doing it. And then the guy at the radio station was, well, from what my man would always say, the guy at the radio station was really hating on us. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to look past it because of the person I am. I kind of ignore a lot of shit, but like my man was pointing out like a lot of racist stuff that was happening towards us that he really didn't understand why we was going through it. So like one time we came there and we asked the dude to not book people on top of our show. You know what I'm saying? Like to give people a grace period. So we used to do it. We was doing a 2-hour show. I think it was from like 7 to 9 or something like that. And then he put another show at 9 o'clock. So it wasn't giving us any that's good, guys. How you doing? Good. How are you? All right. It
Yo, tell them you
wasn't giving
busy,
us
B.
any. Say that again.
Tell them you busy, B.
No. I'm sitting in my car. So one of my neighbors had just parked next to me. So it was not like that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm outside of my safe space.
Okay. So you
But
said he was booking you. He wasn't giving you a grace period.
Yeah, he was. The first red flag was he had put people right on top of our show, right? So at the end of the show, we would like to take pictures and things like that. We just didn't want to rush out of there. You know what I'm saying? And when our show ends at 9 and you have another show that starts at 9, that really didn't make any sense to me.
Right.
So that was the first
cheated.
that was the first discrepancy we had to get over. And then being that it wasn't our studio, we was renting the studio. One day we came there and the whole set was changed. It was a whole new set. You know what I'm saying? So we like, damn, like the whole seating arrangement is different. Like everything was just like pushing us out the door. And a lot of shows on this podcast, we was like one of the only black shows on that network. Mm-hmm. The other ones was, and I liked the other ones, but they just wasn't doing what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then it came to a point where the other shows was contacting our guests, and the guests on our shows, no disrespect to the guests, I mean they just trying to get on, so they're gonna be on any show.
Right.
But why would you want to be on 3 shows on the same network? That doesn't make any sense. Right? So it was a lot of that going on, and we started to shop the show around. We had some conversations with this dude in Florida about being put on his network. It was like a network that was similar to like Stars or like Oprah's network. That he had to now find shows to be on his network.
Okay.
But he wanted to desensitize, I guess I should say, like. So our show was 2 hours, right? He wanted to edit it down to like a half-hour show, and I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work. So the deal never went through with that. It was a lot of discrepancies in that contract, and now at that time, my man had moved to Albany. So now he's in Albany and I'm in Jersey, and everything just really started falling apart, man. And we just took one break led to. A temporary break led to a permanent break.
Gotcha.
Straight up.
Kind of went through that last year, didn't I, Conrad?
Yeah.
Kind of same situation. A pause turned into another pause, and yeah, but we here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know you. My viewers might not know you. So I know you had a serious knucklehead phase before you got to this podcast, this entertaining phase. Can we speak about that, Arrow?
I mean, if it's anything I want to speak about, I just tell you. But now
I
let's
don't like the
talk.
word no though, champ. You know that.
Oh, then I won't say no. I just get mute.
Oh, that's what you gonna do to me? So you gonna make me look
If you don't like
crazy?
the word no, maybe I say the connection
I
is fucking up or
oh,
something.
you so that means you
We're
gonna
gonna have
lie to
some
me.
kind of code word or something.
So you gonna lie to me. So
All lies are bad lies.
no, I got you. See, I didn't get to see the BMW. I was locked up for the BMW. But I remember I shot up to New York one weekend. I'm like, son, where you at? He like, I'm in the hood. Go to the crib and got the Charger on, what was it, 23s? Or 18s?
Oh, the
18s?
Charger. No, that was 22s when I had the Charger. That was in
It
that
was
was
on,
07.
it was on 18s?
22. 22. You
Yeah.
can't put no 18s on no Charger.
Why not? You can't do that? I never had a
Nah,
Charger, so I don't know, son. You know what I mean?
you can't put no 18s on a Charger.
So my man running
Charger.
around.
The Charger was a piece of shit. I don't care. The 22s is the best thing on that shit.
Why?
I mean, first of all, it was an American car. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Easy to fix.
It was trending at that time when they came out. But when I got it, I realized that the parts was really cheesy. So I was changing like the whole front end every year. Like after every winter,
Yeah.
I would have to change the front end.
Conrad, did you do the Charger?
Say that again.
My man had a Magnum. He didn't do the Charger. He had the Magnum.
Same shit.
Same shit.
Same problem.
You had the same
shit,
problems,
same problem.
Conrad. New front end every year.
New front end. You're gonna be changing the axles, the stabilizer links, everything that freaking consists of the front end handling.
Right.
You're gonna be changing that shit. Yeah.
All right. So you got to experience a era, a wild era, a time period that was notorious. It's documented throughout hip hop history. You grew up around a lot of legends. You've seen a lot of legendary shit, you know what I mean, out there. So we don't have to touch on nothing, but I definitely would like to touch on your man. Do you mind?
Not at all.
All right. How did you meet Fox?
Okay, so
And for those that don't know, I'm speaking about Maserati Fox, former G Unit artist, Queens legend.
So you might hear me say FO because that's what I usually refer to him as.
Right.
But so me and FO, the mutual connection between me and FO is his cousin.
Okay.
So I'm like friends with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was definitely a connection with me and him. I didn't even know of him. Like before he came home, I didn't know of him because, you know, although we both from South Jamaica, Queens, he's from another part of South Jamaica, Queens, which was what they call West Side Merrick, West Side Queens.
So explain that for folks that never been to Queens before.
Okay, so Queens itself is definitely is divided amongst hundreds of different neighborhoods, right, with different names. But the main part of Queens that I always like to talk about is South Jamaica, because to me, South Jamaica is the part of Queens that really that really means something, right? I mean, it kind of set
to
it
you,
kinda,
or
it kinda,
you said
say that
in
again?
general. You said to you, or you saying in general?
I'm saying to me, but to the people of South Jamaica, Queens, period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we got this feeling about us, because I was born into it, right? Like the feeling in the whole nine of just that. Like when you speak about Queens, you really should only talk about South Jamaica, and I believe it's because Jamaica, Queens put in so much work to get respected. Like all the other boroughs didn't respect Queens at all. I mean, you know that coming from Brooklyn. Like historically, you know what I'm saying? Historically, boroughs didn't respect Queens at all. Whether it was in the jail system or just out in the neighborhood, schools, black urban kids coming from Queens had it hard. And Jamaica Queens changed that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people historically from Jamaica Queens, way before me, put in a lot of work to get people to stop, looking down on Queens as if like we just a borough of softies. I guess we was looked at like that way because of the living environment, right? Because
Y'all got
when you go to
houses. Y'all got houses.
when you go to
Y'all got
Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying?
15.
Everything is
Listen. Y'all got 15 101st Streets. You got 101st Street, 101st Ave, 101st Road. What else is it? 101st Lane, 101st Alley. Yeah, the vibe is definitely different, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. So but basically, to answer your question on that, because I don't want to gear off into the history of Queens and all that. But as far as with FO, that's how me and FO met. Me and his cousin was real cool. Like I said, he's definitely from another part of South Jamaica. South Jamaica is split up into different sections. Where I'm from is considered like I would say like the heart of South Jamaica Queens. It's Rockaway and Sufton Boulevard area. Fox was from like the Merrick area, Merrick Boulevard area, and that was considered to be called West Side Merrick. Now, West Side Merrick is not West Side Queens is not an area that you can look up. It was just like a title that was given by the people of the community.
Right.
But apparently, he was definitely a main person from his area. A lot of people was waiting for him to come home. Like, they couldn't wait for him to come home. Like, a lot of people heard about him. They couldn't wait for him to come home. He was like the hood's mascot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know him of anything like that. So when he came home, my relationship with him wasn't like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? It really bonded on some like friendship, family type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't like I couldn't wait for you to come home. You the big homie. We looked up to when I was 10. I remember when you did X, Y, and Z, and now you home, and like it wasn't like that between me and him.
Gotcha. Mutual respect.
Yeah, mutual respect.
Okay. So when you start running around with him, you thought you was gonna be a rapper?
Nah, I didn't have no rap dreams at all. When I was running around with FO, it wasn't just me at that time. It was actually me and a few other my niggas from Rockaway. FO got a real good habit of putting together like armies. You know what I'm saying? Putting together teams. So he kind of like finds everybody who's somebody from certain areas and try to like make, and then that's how you make like the elite team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as far as like my part of the section that was running with FO, we wasn't thinking about rapping. We really just liked it like what came along with like running around, because we was already hustling and shit like that. We already had bread. We already had nice cars. So we just liked it, the being part of the entourage. Like, fuck it, niggas is going out to clubs and doing videos and his bitches. Like, that's what we liked about it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no dreams of any one of us becoming a rapper at all. But one of my mans was kind of taking rap serious at that time, and I was able to get him some songs. Like, I got him on a song with FO. You know what I'm saying? If that had did anything for the nigga, but I was able to make things happen at that time. But I wasn't trying to be no rapper.
So was he signed to the unit at that time?
I would say yes, right? But it's not like I seen paperwork, right? So I wasn't part of like no management, anything like that. But I would say yes, only because 50 was co-signing that nigga heavy. 50 was definitely pushing that nigga as an artist verbally to the world. He was doing drops for him. he was doing everything for him. And I'm saying everything, like whatever it consists of that an artist needed from the outside looking in, he had all of that representation from G Unit. Everything.
So I remember they was telling a story. You ever run into the kid Queens Flip? Because he speak about being around FO a lot too.
Yeah, so the thing about Queens Flip is that's one of those in hindsight situations. So like, and this happens to me a lot, right? And once again, like, I don't want to talk down on anybody, but I've always been in a circle to the point where like it was kind of like the in crowd. So I don't really remember people, but people be remembering me type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, even from high school days, I get people that come like, oh, such and such. And I'm like, yo, I really don't remember that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But a nigga definitely remember me, and I'm bad with faces like crazy. I'm real bad with faces to the point where I don't even like going out to a lot of places because a nigga that I had problems with could be right in front of me, and I won't even know. Straight up.
That's dangerous.
So, but Queens Flip, the situation with him is later on in life, when I started seeing him as Queens Flip,
mm-hmm.
is when I remember like, oh shit, I remember him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of them situations, but at that time, I couldn't even tell you nothing about that nigga during that time.
Gotcha.
During that time at all. Nah, he wasn't doing what he's doing now. Now he's doing a whole lot.
Yeah, y'all started around the same time. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but also some people got a lot of people know people that other people don't know. You know what I'm saying? People got connections with people and things like that. So a lot of things are a little bit different. You can't put everybody on the same track. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't running the same race.
I got you. I remember it was a story of FO having to save, I forget the artist's name. He was in the studio with Jimmy Henchman, and a bunch of dudes had to go to Brooklyn from Queens. Was you a part of that?
Nah, hell no. But shit, a story like that about FO definitely sounds about right. I tell you that. Like, I've heard so many stories. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't part of that entourage of people. You know what I'm saying?
I got
you. Feel me?
Mm-hmm. So
you know how like
you got your folks for everything. You got different folks for everything. You feel me?
You got your folks. You got your folks. You got your folks for everything. You got some of these niggas. You're not gonna ask to go to the store to get you a hero and a Sprite.
Right.
But some of them niggas you will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Everybody around not gonna get asked. Hey yo, Spank, drop me to my grill crib because they don't even know where the bitch live at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you was going to the store to get the hero and the Sprite?
Nah, I wasn't going to the store to get no heroes on those Sprites. I wasn't part of that entourage.
Yo.
Word. I wasn't part of that. But back to that, man. I'm quite sure niggas I heard hundreds of stories about FO. Hundreds, and I'm gonna tell you, 9 out of 10 times this shit is true. 9 out of 10 times this shit is true. I didn't have to be there, but I can tell you that if somebody tell me some wild, crazy shit that was involving him, I couldn't say yes or no. You know what I'm saying?
Strong possibility.
Strong possibility. I had to toss a coin on that shit. Like,
copy. So, I was looking on social media last couple of days. Well, like last week. And I seen what's his name? Shannon Sharp, and did he hang up?
Hello?
You still here? But why it sound?
Huh?
Hold on. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps got into it. Now
Okay.
it's a crazy trend. Like all these black men on television, on social media, arguing, get into it, speaking their piece, like they giving their opinion of each other or whatever the situations may be. But then there's, yo, when I see you, we gonna do this, or when I see you, we gonna fight, or like,
Okay.
to me, it seems a little childish, high schoolish,
Yeah.
like so many. But that's what everybody is doing. We beefing on social media. I'm talking about grown men. I'm not talking about the kids
Yeah.
that's in high school and
I I hear you.
cyberbullying and shit.
But
I'm
but but
listening.
but 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 but, but it never gets physical though.
Yeah, but just we're teaching. When we're in
Hmm.
these positions, we're teaching, even though we don't want to be teaching. We're teaching. So
I understand that.
when your child come in the house and they say, yeah, such and such said this, and they ready to blow their head off because they feeling insecure because they being bullied on Instagram or some shit. And normally I look at my children like, yo, y'all bugging. You can turn that shit off and that shit doesn't
Yeah.
affect your life. But when we're showing as grown adults, like both of them men is in their 40s, they might be both pushing 50, and we beefing on the internet, on shows, talking crazy about each other. I think Mike Epps said, yo, he had his hammer on him when he seen Shannon Sharp. Like, this shit is too much, champ. No? Am I looking at it
Now
wrong?
I would say it's I would say it's definitely more than one way to look at it.
Okay.
Depending on how people view life in general, right? As
Mm-hmm.
far as like what's real and what's just a stimulation.
Okay.
Now, as an entertainer, right? As an entertainer, do I blame them as an entertainer for putting on entertainment for what they know that brings in revenue? I can't blame them. Now, if that's what's bringing in their checks, then that's how they make their money, right? Now, if that's just like with an actor, if an actor play a role, you playing that role because you're bringing in that money. Now, if controversy is what's selling, if right now somebody told me, yo, I'll give you a whole talk show and everything, but you got to talk crazy shit, pop shit, XYZ, that's my job. I'm going to get in the character, and that's going to be my job. Now, I hope it don't really go any further. Now, as far as how people
you'll
view,
take a bag to do that? Somebody can come to you and give you a bag, and you'll be okay with doing that?
what I'm saying is I think both sides is really in on the bullshit.
I got you, but I asked you a question. Don't avoid answering the question. If a nigga come give you a bag, would you take a bag to and do whatever they tell you that they want you to do? $10 million right now. I got 10 million. But everybody that I want you to beef with, or everybody I want you to talk bad about, you got to do that. You doing it? 10
I'm probably
million,
not.
10 million for 5 years.
I couldn't give an answer right away. I tell you that. That's how fucked up it is. Like that honestly. Like
But
I
you
would
would
have
think about it?
whoever presented that to me, I would have to sleep on that shit.
100 mil for 10
I'm
years.
telling you.
So
I'll
you would
probably
think
say-
about taking a bag and just being a crash dummy? $100 million crash dummy?
$100 million crash dummy.
$100 million attack dog? I think you would do it.
I think I would take the gig.
You would take what gig?
I think I'd take the gig for the $100 million.
Yeah, that's crazy, champ.
I'm just trying to. I'm listening.
And you got a foul mouth too, so you gonna get on there talking crazy.
Yo, nigga, I'm gonna be the best shit talking in the world.
You might be that already.
You gonna be proud of me. You gonna be proud of me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Because if he tell you you gotta talk bad about me, I know what to expect.
I'll be like, yo, Cole, this the life, Cole. I'm telling you, listen.
Nah, champ, and I'm
Yo.
coming to your crib. I know where you live at, champ. I dropped you off at 3:00 in the morning. Remember? Me and the
Nah,
team.
but as far as Cat Williams in them,
All right, hold on, wait. Fuck that. Since we on to that, you wearing a dress for 100 million?
nah, I ain't wearing no dress for 100 million. That's 2 different lanes. I ain't wearing no dress for
What's the
no bread.
difference? What's the difference?
Talking shit, nigga. Talking shit. At least you could
Talking
keep your
shit
fucking
can lead to
pride,
death
nigga. At least
real
you got some
easily.
pride, nigga. You got
Talking
some pride,
shit
nigga.
can lead to death real easy. That's what leads to a lot of murders. B, talking shit. Why not put on the dress, my nigga?
So you must
You
you
can
must
put.
be
It
one.
don't
You
have to
must
be
be.
a mini skirt. You can just put on the long dress, shit.
I'm not putting on no dress, and I'm not playing no gay roles. Now, if you talking about starting controversy and listen, I believe all that shit is WWF.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely,
saying? I
definitely,
look I look at all the entertainment shit as WWF. Now,
definitely.
if your only discrepancy with that is that the fact that is teaching people the wrong message. You know what I'm saying? Which people is this? Who's? Because when I watch it, I don't get no wrong message from it. It honestly just goes over my head when I watch it.
It's
It's like
not just the
entertainment.
teaching of the wrong message. It's come on, champ, integrity. So all right, so you 100 M's. So that's 10 million a year. So you need 10 million a year to be a hired attack dog. That means you're gonna attack whoever, whenever. So they tell you, yo, son, I'm paying you this bread. I need you to start talking crazy about Malcolm X. You on it? You gonna start slandering Malcolm's legacy?
Nah, slandering somebody's totally different, man.
What?
You talking about? We started out talking about people who out here with this beef and fake beef and shit.
No, that is not what I said. I said
That's what we
100
started
mil,
with.
and you gonna start being a hired attack dog, $100 million crash dummy. It didn't have to be
Nah,
beef.
I'm not doing no weird shit like that, man. I'm not doing no weird shit like that at all. Nah.
So what are you willing to do? I got a network. They got a bag. What you willing to come do?
You see how people talking. See, that's the same thing people talking down on Wendy Williams about. Like everybody talking about this her karma because the way she chose to live her life. That was her job. She was a worker, man. That was her position as she was a job.
I can dig it. That ain't her karma, from what I understand. That's alcohol induced. She had an alcohol problem, so that's why she going through what she going through. That's decision making.
But you got people out here who don't even want to show her any support. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, because she talks shit about people now people into her life and X, Y, and Z.
But
Just because she lived her life shit talking, because she lived her life as a shit talker, a professional shit talker.
I think it's more of the individual. So say a lot of people don't like Charlemagne's point of view, but he does a lot of other things outside of being a personality. He kind of balances it out, I would say, because he's into the mental health. He's introducing that. He's into politics. It's not just slander. You know what I'm saying? It's not just page 6 news. Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know what she did, but it was kind of more or less, that's all I ever knew her for, was talking hella shit about anyone and everyone. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, I never thought she was that dope. I'm not saying that, she's a pioneer. Like, she did her thing. She had a nice little run. But I never watched her shows or listened to her on the radio. Like, I wasn't attracted to that. But so you willing to do the Wendy Williams thing for $100 million?
If I gotta cover stories that people don't want to, hell yeah. Whitney Williams was doing nothing wrong. She just had a slick mouth.
Slick mouth, okay. So what about if she was reporting lies? And I'm not saying she was or she wasn't, but
now reporting lies is different. You know what I'm saying? Reporting lies is different.
okay.
But as far as getting as far as having the ability to get to know what to say to get under people's skin, see that's just like Tasha K. Tasha K go through the same problem, her mouth. She just know what to say to rub people the wrong way. But in that industry, you got to find a way to stay in the algorithm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your name got to be trending. So you got to say some shit to make people respond. That's how they make their money, or for people responding, or for the back and forth. And then us as consumers, we sit back and we really think this shit's like Cat Williams ain't gonna shoot Mike Epps, the Chase A nigga, the Cat or whoever. Ain't none of them niggas gonna do nothing to neither nobody. Old ass men, like you said, talking about guns and X, Y, and Z. They really look foolish. They look stupid.
That's the point that I'm making. Regardless of what, it's corny. That's corny to me.
That shit corny shit.
That's like two old grandfathers fighting at the cookout.
All that shit for content, man. Some people really live like COE. It's content over everything.
Oh, that's what it is. I never heard that before.
Yeah, COE content. Those the people like fucking Queens Flip. The people who like he in a restaurant and then he can take advantage of something. He gonna do it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Everything is content. It don't matter if his grandmom slipped down the steps. It's everything is film it. Keep rolling. That COE is content of everything, and a lot of people like that. Those are people who out there like the bunk gang nigga, like the people who be running in shit and like trying on sneakers and running out the store doing shit that you know you could get arrested for. Those are COE people. They don't care.
You know who I like? It's a kid that I see on Instagram. It might be Instagram or Facebook. He'll walk by and be like, "Yo, Shorty got a fat ass," and Shorty usually with her boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
I be wondering like why nobody never smacked the shit out of this nigga.
Well, I could tell you, 99% of the reason why is because a lot of that shit is staged. Like, cause I actually know people who actually do the content for like a lot of those Instagram skits and stuff like that. So like those be actors that be walking down the block. They don't really be talking to random people like how we think.
So we're gonna start doing some skits.
It'd be like that.
We're gonna start doing some skits.
That's all them niggas is doing is content. Then when them niggas be on the train,
so you telling me
faking like they knock somebody food out their hand or did some shit like that. That shit don't be real people.
So you trying to tell me he really don't have a hammer in his bag? Because every time he get into it with somebody that might be tough, he usually got like reaching the bag like he got the hammer. You mean to tell me he really don't have a hammer in the bag?
He really don't got the hammer, and those people that he approached already knew he was coming.
But he looked like he really about to shoot. He looked tough, champ.
These niggas is expiring actors.
That's crazy. I really believe them, champ. I was thinking like one time when I watched the joint, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see him like really pop somebody one day. That's not gonna happen, son.
No, that's not gonna happen, son.
You heard.
That's not gonna happen.
That's the only reason why I watch them joints.
All of that shit, all the 99% of that shit be skits. To the point where if even if you pay close attention to a lot of them shits, some of them people who be the victims, they be actors in the other skits that them niggas be doing.
Damn. So.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So some of the skits where I see somebody from one skit working with somebody from the other skit, that's all arranged, like they working together. That just not like happenstance, like they just ran into each other someplace. Nah. Damn, champ.
Nah, son. No, nigga, this is work though. That's you gotta think that's their job now.
I really thought old boy was gonna smack the I thought he was gonna smack the shit out of somebody one day or pop a nigga and then walk away with they shorty.
Nah, man, I'm telling you.
So he might not be tough, son.
Nope. And in the beginning era, when the niggas is doing Vine videos and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people was getting hurt behind them skits. A lot of people's getting hurt. Right now, these new Instagrammers and all that, them niggas is not hold on 1 second, Cole. 1 second.
You put me on hold, son, in the middle of the show?
Nah, I'm not putting you on hold.
What type of mother bullshit is Queens niggas, B?
I didn't put you on hold, nigga. I just said hold on 1 second.
Queens niggas, B.
I just said hold on 1 second. I did not put you on hold.
Brooklyn ran August Martin.
Huh?
Brooklyn ran August Martin. Brooklyn ran John Adams. It's crazy, son. How many times Brooklyn shut down y'all pool parties that you and Ty used to have?
Brooklyn didn't shut down no pool parties.
You trying to say Brooklyn didn't even come to the pool parties?
Brooklyn, I ain't see nobody. I don't know. That was out of my my age bracket. I wasn't part of that.
You know, I never went to none of the pool parties.
Who, me?
I never went to the pool parties.
Oh, nah, that shit.
You know your brother, a sucker. Shout out to Tyrone Davis.
You missed out on a lot then.
He ain't never invite me, champ. I remember sitting in that goddamn garage drinking a whole little thing of Absolute and orange juice and smoking some of them pellets from Dykeman. Oh, no, actually the Tyson from Gates and Bedford and Erlin all the way into down the garage into the house. Them nights, boy.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was Malcolm X. I think it was Gates and Malcolm X.
Nah, son, that was the Gates and Bedford. The Tyson spot, their official Tyson spot on Gates and Bedford, between Bedford and Nostrand, to where all the cars is double parked. Conrad, you have a whole New York City block with all out-of-town plates. All these dudes is coming up here to get their work and then come to this weed spot. Right? Like everybody getting dubs. $500 worth of dubs. The bus can't make it down Gates Avenue because there's so many cars double parked. Shit used to be crazy.
Damn.
Remember that Kiki boy?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that Kiki? Yeah. But me, I don't know, son, if I could take a bag to be a crash dummy. I don't think so.
It's all right. So let me ask you this: you see all this shit that's going on with Jada Smith. I mean, with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
Yeah.
How she's like basically talking bad about him all over the internet.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's looking real bad. He's looking real bad.
But the ploy is to make him look bad so people can feel sorry for him, and where he's no longer the villain, he's the victim, and he gonna pop out with a movie and everybody gonna run to the movies and see it, or he gonna pop out with a situation and everybody gonna support it, because now he's the victim. I'm listening.
But what if all that shit is an act?
Yeah, I just said that's a campaign. Now, I can't say that they still madly in love. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not in the crib, but could you marry a woman that still with her ex or love her best friend more than she love you?
If the dude was passed away?
Yeah. Could you be in a relationship with a young lady that's still in love with her ex and he passed away?
Yeah.
You don't think that she's gonna look at you some nights and have resentment that you not him?
Well, I think she had a mental problem at that point, because there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, this man he's obviously dead. Like,
So
she got to get over that shit. She got other problems. But as far as me dating her, I would hope that it wouldn't affect us. You know what I'm saying?
so you feel like you'll be able to win her over sooner or later. She
I
got
would
him.
hope that's.
She got him tattooed on her heart. He died. Oh no! Better yet, they got a baby. This is baby daddy, and she love the nigga to death. It's been 5 years. She taking care of the baby. You the first dude she let in since he died, but she tell you, yo, I ain't never gonna not love him, or I'm never gonna stop honoring his name. Honoring his name, I can understand that, but she got him tattooed on her neck. So everywhere you go, you walking around with a shorty with another nigga's name tattooed on her neck. Big too.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't work for me. I mean, depending on how extreme she willing to take it, because all of that is a little bit too much. Now, if you just miss the nigga, and every year you do the memorial, and
Right,
what I'm saying, you still link up with the family to go to the grave sites or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, because I ain't had nothing to do with that, and I would probably feel the same way, depending on how it happened. You know what I mean? If I was to lose my spouse, especially while I was in a relationship with them, or if we was a husband and wife,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, just to some tragic event, and if I move on, the female that I'm with gotta understand that. Like, I'm fucking mourning. I might mourn for life over that shit.
Mm. Y'all have a baby and she want to name the baby after him. What you doing?
See, it just start getting worse and worse, right? Like,
in honor, you know what I'm saying? They always planned on having more kids, and he wanted a junior for his next child, not his first child, his second boy. And now y'all having a boy. No?
yeah, nah, that's a little bit too much for me, man.
Mm.
But is it grounds for breakup? It depends on how much she's standing on that. If she's standing on it, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, yeah, she's 100% lost her mind at this point. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And at that point, it's not even about the infatuation. It's just about that she might got a few screws loose. You know what I'm saying? She a liability at that point.
I can dig it. So how far are you going? Right. All right, so let me see. Baby daddy just came home from jail. You and Shorty been together 6 months. He come home unexpectedly. It's Thanksgiving. He ain't see his son. He ain't see his son, his daughter, nothing in 5 years. Can he come over for Thanksgiving? This is the first time you meeting him. You and her. This is y'all first Thanksgiving together. Can he come over and eat?
You and I, till the day we die,